these rings were like under $5. I think all of them were actually under 4 if I'm remembering correctly. But yeah, we got this one, which is so pretty. I'm just in love with it. Next up, these ones are really good for tapping, so I'll just kind of like move them around in my hands. We have this one's so small, so bear with me. This little ruby ring that I tested. I did a little scratch test on it, and it is real ruby, which is so cool since that's my birthstone. And it's very cute. I've been wearing it on my pinky finger. Then this, it's like faux malachite, like it's definitely just plastic, but it looks super cool. It's kind of hard to see the detail, but it looks exactly like a malachite crystal does. And this one's really big, so it just goes on my ring, or on my thumb, sorry. And then this one, which is definitely one of my faves, it's this gold ring in this kind of leaf design, and it has different shades of little green jewels in it. And it's so pretty. It's beautiful. It's quite tight on my middle finger, but it's beautiful. Like, obviously green's my favorite color, you guys can probably tell. I have green hair, I have a shit ton of green clothes, and it's just, I'm so happy to orange. It's like really, really pretty. Like the camera does not do it justice. It's beautiful. And the names as well are so cute. So the green shade is called Plant Whisperer. The duochrome shade is called Don't Call Me Today. The blue is called Chillax, Chillax, Chillax. The white shade is called Messy Bun. Or am I doing that right? No. The white shade is called Treat Yourself. I'm sorry. It's kind of hard since it's backwards, but it's called Treat Yourself. And then the shimmer shade, or the glitter shade, is called Manny and Betty. So cute. I love this palette. All the shades are just so beautiful, but I'm particularly obsessed with the green. The like shimmer, the white kind of shimmer, and the glitter. The glitter, I'm telling you, is so beautiful. Popping it on the inner corner and like just across my lid. It's just, I get so many compliments whenever I wear it. So I love that palette. Okay, next up is these two lip liners, which I only got into this past month. Like I've never like been the biggest fan of like lip products. Usually I'm just like either chapstick or lip gloss, and that's about it. But I got these recently, I think maybe 2-ish, 3-ish weeks ago, and I actually really like them. I'm wearing both of them now, and I think they're really pretty. So the first one is the ColourPop Lippy Pencil in the shade BFF3, and this one is kind of like a brownie, kind of nude. Like it's definitely a very warm toned nude. It's very, very beautiful, and I'll put that just around like the edges. I'll line my lips, and then I'll take this Saint Lux Beauty lip liner in the shade Moscato. And this one is a lot lighter. It's kind of like a brick kind of shade. And I'll blend those together and then usually put a gloss on top. Mine are kind of faded. I put them on like probably 4 hours ago, so definitely less potent, but they blend together so beautifully. But once they're fully set, they tend to stay pretty well. So they're really beautiful. Highly recommend, especially the Saint Lux Beauty lip liners. I have one other shade as well, and they're very nice. They're very creamy. They stay on for a long, long time, and they're very just comfortable to wear. They're not very drying or anything. Alright, next up is another lip product. This is the 4th-Ray Beauty Overnight Lip Mask in the rose scent / flavor, I guess. is a occurrence in all my videos now, but that's okay. So these are the Fourth Ray Beauty rose, I think rose quartz, if I'm not mistaken, rose quartz cooling facial globes. And so you pop these in the freezer or the fridge, wait till they are nice and cold, and then you can rub them on your face, like a gua sha kind of thing, you know. They're like just like a facial massager kind of type item, and they're very nice in the morning. That's when I use them, because I'm notorious for having a very bad sleep schedule, and there's some nights, like school nights, where I can get like 4 hours of sleep, or I mean, that's on a fairly good night. Like there's nights where I get less than 2 hours. It's really bad. So my under eyes will get quite puffy, and these have been a huge lifesaver in reducing that puffiness. They're also just so fun. Like I like the whole process of like putting them in the fridge and then like taking them out and like rolling them on your face in the morning. Like it's just like a little regimen that I love. Yeah, I really like these. They're quite nice. I mean, they're not like a necessity by any means. They're more just like a fun kind of novelty skincare like item, because you can easily, like I see people who put like ice cubes in a Ziploc bag and run that under their eyes, and it does the same thing. It's more of just like a novelty item, but I'm a big fan. I love them, and they come with these little like grippers, so your hands don't get cold, which I personally love. suppose. And this has sweet almond oil and shea butter. And this is really, really good. It's very moisturizing. I use it when I get out of the shower to moisturize my whole body. And if I just feel at any point my hands are a little bit dry, this sits on my nightstand. And just put a little bit on my hands. So it's very earthy. Oh, I have glitter all over my hands. Y'all can't see, but oh, it's all over. That's so. I'm worried what else it's on, but it'll be okay. Anyways, it's described as an earthy and relaxing body lotion that is perfect for both men and women. Absorbs easily and leaves you with moisturized, relaxed, and soft skin throughout the day. Yeah, this is like really nice lotion. It's 100% natural, and it's also from a small business that is very reasonably priced. Like it's not, and they have sales quite often. Like when I bought a bunch of their products, they were having like a 50% off sale. So they go on sales all the time, and they're already like, even without the sales, like they're very, very affordable, and they're very high quality. I love their products and their business as a whole. It's so amazing. But that scented body lotion is so good. It smells heavenly. Like, oh my god. Okay, next up is another small business item. I don't know if that's the most pleasant sound, I'm sorry. But these are from Scotland, not Scotland. Scotland, SCOTLIN, Scotland scents. And these are little wax melts. So two of their scents really have just stuck with me. I love them. They're my favorites. And that would be Fruit Loops and Jasmine. So Fruit Loops has, so like the top note is lemon, the middle note is berry fruit, and the bottom note is citrus. And that combination, I know when I first saw that, I was like, no way, this smells like Fruit Loops. Like, it's probably just a fruit scented thing, but it smells exactly like it's so insane to me. It smells like literally when you open up a box. This might be a little loud, I apologize. I'm so sorry. Yeah, that's very loud. But it is like so strongly scented, and it captures that very like baked good kind of scent at the very end of the Fruit Loops. Like it's not so much hate at school because I'm a John Green fan. But okay, these two books from John Green, Turtles All the Way Down and Looking for Alaska, are two of my favorite books of all time, but I read them both twice during March. I have such a love for both of them. I think Looking for Alaska is probably my favorite book of all time. Something I think that John Green does a good job of is like actually like writing accurate descriptions of like teen girls, which I feel like is so hard for like a lot of people to do, but especially like a man in his 30s or maybe even 40s, I don't know. But he's just very good at writing that kind of like existential crisis, like, and not in like a weird like poking fun at them way, but he's just very talented at writing. So a couple other reasons really quick, because I know people are gonna be like, John Green isn't a good author, whatever. Some of his books, I will admit, are not my favorites, but Turtles All the Way Down is by far the most accurate representation I've seen for OCD in anything, whether it be movies, books, like stories online, or TV shows, literally anything. This is the most accurate representation I have ever seen. And I had tried to explain, I have like really bad OCD, not exactly like Aza's in the book, who's the main character who struggles with OCD, but I definitely have a couple of the same, like, our thought patterns are exactly the same, although they're not about the same things. Like the way we think and spiral is very similar, and I had such a problem explaining that to people for years. Like it was just like something I had such a hard time explaining. But this book was like literally the first thing where I like was reading it and I was like, this is like exactly what it's like. And it was just so nice to see that kind of representation. Now it's being turned into a movie, which I think is gonna be so cool. Because I feel like, you know, you go into social media, like especially TikTok, and OCD is either kind of made fun of, like in the way like, oh, I like my colored pencils all lined up in rainbow order, or you know, people just make jokes or like romanticize it, and it's so exhausting. And I don't think people realize how like just draining and isolating of a disorder it is. And I feel like this book just does a wonderful job of showing it, and I can show people like certain passages, or it's just, yeah, it's a really well written book, and I highly recommend it, whether you have OCD or not. And you just, it's really good for non-OCD, having people to like see that, and just like realize that. So that's my little ramble on that one. Now for Looking for Alaska. And I see a lot of people kind of make fun of this book because of the way it's like written, and people will be like, it's cringy, but I think it's kind of okay. Also, before I like go into a little rabbit hole about this book, let me know if you guys want rambles about my books that I like, because I'm very passionate, as you can probably tell, about books, and I could literally go on rambles for hours about different books. So honestly, that might be, if you guys like are a fan of ramble and you want like book recommendations, stuff like that, I will gladly do those videos, but I want to make sure I have an audience that people will be willing to watch. So anyways, this book, people will call it cringy, especially like Alaska. People will be like, because there's one quote where she's like, y'all smoke to enjoy it, I smoke to die, and people will be like, she's an edgy like 2014 Tumblr girl. And I think something that like John Green did such a good job of writing is like Alaska, the whole seen from Miles' perspective, and Miles is infatuated. Alaska even touches on this, like, he's in love with the idea of her. Like, I think she's like, you're in love with a girl who, like, gets drunk with you and shows you porn and, you know, runs through the woods with you and blah 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 blah. And she's like, you don't love the mess that I am. And he doesn't actually know who she really is. And the whole book is, like, that's kind of the main point of the book, is he's just so bent over chasing this, like, romanticized version of her that he doesn't see the problems. And none of her friends do. They all, like, view her as this, like, goddess who's perfect, and, like, they recognize that she has, like, you know, she's screwed up, you know, she gets drunk and she's, like, you know, she's impulsive and blah, blah, but they, like, view her as, like, manic pixie dream girl. That's the perfect way to put it. They put, like, and it's just, and they're so, like, bent over this idea of her that when she's, like, actually screaming out for help, then no one pays attention, and that's kind of the downfall of the whole book and all the characters. And I think it's just, John Green did a really good job with writing that. I'm so sorry I breathed directly into the mic, but I feel like so many people just fall in love with idealized versions of people, and then, you know, especially with, like, social media influencers or actors or actresses, or even just, like, people in their everyday life, like, you fall in love with a manic pixie dream girl, and she gives you music recommendations and she takes you on cool dates and blah, 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 but then you don't want to deal with the fact that she has mental health issues and she's screwed up and da da da. You know, this is so rambly, I'm so sorry, but I just, I'll go on forums and just, like, read all about people's ideas, and there's one, like, I think it's a TikTok comment that said, like, this girl was like, I don't trust people who believe that Miles was actually in love with Alaska. And there was a lot of discourse under the comment section, in the comment section under the comment saying, well, what do you mean, like, he was so in love with her, he had, like, dreams about her, and, you know, and but people are getting so, like, attacked. He's like, they It is such a cute jacket. I love it. And it has all these cool pockets, and as you can see on that side, it's a button pocket. That side is just like a slip in pocket. It's so cool. And